Hello friends, welcome all of you. Today we start 12th Science Physics second topic and the name of the topic it is Mechanical Properties of Fluids. So let's start the first lecture of this topic. First we see the different points which are included in this topic. There are different contents. Let's see. First point it is the fluid. Second, pressure, surface tension, fluids in motion, critical velocity and Reynolds number, viscosity, Stokes law, equation of continuity, and last point it is the Bernoulli's equation. So these are the different points which we see one by one. We know that types of matter or states of matter, there are three states of the matter which we know that first state it is the solid, second it is the liquid, and third one it is the gases. So states of matter it is solids, liquids and gases. Let's see the image. Solid state in terms of the molecules, liquid state and the gaseous state. In solid state, particles are closely packed, they have fixed shape and the volume. In liquid state, particles are more densely packed than in the gas, they have definite volume only. And in case of the gas state, particles are most compressible, least densely packed, they have no definite shape or the volume. So this is one the solid, liquid and the gas state. As we know that solid maintains its fixed shape and volume even if a large force is applied to it. In case of liquids and gases do not have their own shape and they take the shape of the containing vessel. Liquids and gases flow under the action of the external force. Let's see the new point. New point is the fluid. Any substance that can flow, it is called as the fluid. It is a substance that deforms continually under the action of an external force. So fluid is a phase of matter that includes liquids, gases and the plasma. Remember, plasma is the fourth fundamental states of the matter. So fluid definition it is the any substance that can flow, it is called as the fluid. It may be liquid or gas. Let's see the different properties of an ideal fluid. In the board exam question will be state the different ideal properties of the fluid. The first property it is incompressible, that means its density remains constant. Second property is the flow is irrotational, that means its flow is smooth, there are no turbulences in this flow. Third property it is non-viscous, that means there is no internal friction in the flow. And the fourth property of ideal fluid it is the flow is steady, that means its velocity at each point is constant in the time. So ideal fluid properties are it is incompressible, flow is irrotational, non-viscous and flow is steady. Remember, these are the main points of the ideal fluid properties. Let's see what are the different points or the basic points of the solids and the fluids. Solid and the fluid, basic different points. First difference point, it is the in solid there is more compact structure, and in fluid observe it is a less compact structure. In solid they can resist tangential stress or tangential force. In case of fluid they cannot resist tangential stress or the force. In case of solid, whenever solid is subjected to a shear stress, it undergoes definite deformation. In case of fluid, whenever fluid is subjected to stress, there is no fixed deformation. Solid may regain partly or fully its original shape when stress is removed. And in case of the fluid can never regain its original shape after removal of the applied force. So this is the basic difference point between the solid and the fluid. Let's see the properties of the fluid. First, it is they do not oppose deformation, they get permanently deformed. They have ability to flow continuously. And the last property is they have ability to take the shape of the given container. So this is the basic properties of the fluid. Let's see the next point. Definition of the hydrostatics. Let's see the definition. The branch of physics which deals with the properties of fluids at rest is called as the hydrostatic. Static means rest and hydros, that means the fluid. The fluid at rest, the branch, it is called as the hydrostatic. One mark question in the board exam, define hydrostatic. The definition, it is the branch of physics which deals with the properties of fluids at rest is called as the hydrostatics. Let's see the next point is the pressure. In this point, there are various subpoints in this chapter. Let's see the subpoints first. First subpoint, it is the pressure due to liquid column. Next, atmospheric pressure, absolute pressure and gauge pressure, hydrostatic paradox, Pascal's law, and last one point, subpoint, it is the measurement of the pressure. So these are the different subpoints included in this pressure point, that is pressure due to liquid column, atmospheric pressure, absolute pressure, gauge pressure, hydrostatic paradox, Pascal's law, and measurement of the pressure. So let's start the first point. Pressure. A fluid at rest exerts a force on the surface of the contact. That means at the wall or the bottom, the surface may be wall or the bottom of the given container. So let's see the definition of the pressure. Normal force exerted by a fluid at rest per unit surface area of contact is called as the pressure of the fluid. Remember the definition once again. Normal force exerted by a fluid at rest per unit surface area of the contact is called as the pressure of the fluid. So formula of the pressure, it is, we know that P is equal to force divided by the area. So let's see the SI unit and the dimensions. From this equation or from this formula, pressure is equal to force divided by the area, force in terms of the Newton, area in terms of the meter square. So SI unit of the pressure, it is the Newton per meter square. As we know that 1 Newton per meter square is equal to 1 Pascal. Let's see the dimensions of the pressure. -1 in length, 1 in mass, -2 in the time. SI unit Newton per meter square. Dimensions -1 in length, 1 in the mass and -2 in the time. Pressure, it is a scalar quantity. Remember, for the MCQ or objective quantity pressure, it is a scalar. Other common units of the measuring pressure of a gas, it is in terms of bar or the torr. For MCQ or NEET JEE, remember this point. 1 bar is equals to 10⁵ Newton per meter square. And 1 hectopascal is equals to 100 Pascal. This is one of the important points as per your CET exam. So let's see one example. If a force of 200 Newton is applied perpendicular to a force of area 10 centimeter square, what is the corresponding pressure? This one is the 1 mark example in your board exam. As we know that in the new board pattern of the exam, there are 4 sections, section A, B, C and the D. In section A, there must be objective and 1 marks problem also. So let's see how to solve this problem. First, see the given, it is the force given, it is 200 Newton and area 10 centimeter square, that means 10 into the 10⁻⁶ meter square. So here we have to find out the pressure. As we know that the formula, it is pressure having the formula P is equal to F divided by the A. Putting the value in the equation, we get pressure is equals to 200 divided by 10 into the 10⁻⁶. Solving this simple calculation, we have to get the pressure's value 2 into 10⁷ Newton per meter square. So remember the first highlighted points in the first lecture, which is very important as per your CET, JEE and the NEET exam. The first highlight point is, remember this point, plasma is the fourth state of matter. It consists of gas of ions, free electrons and the neutral atoms. The term fluid includes both the liquid and the gas phases. And the last highlight point, it is the 1 Newton weight is about 100 gram of mass if acceleration due to gravity taken as the 10 meter per second square. So remember these points which are important in JEE, NEET and the CET exam. So friends, today we see new points, new chapter. So in the next video, in the next lecture, we see the other new point.